My guys, it don red, it don scatter for social media after Bola Ahmed Tinubu issued a statement saying that police should investigate the election process in Adamawa State. Nigerians don come out with heavy questions asking where is the president-elect, where went him, that ever since INEC declared him the winner of 2023 presidential election, he disappeared from the country. Is he going to rule Nigerians from out of the country? Guys, watch this video and you will hear what Dr. Reuben have to say, and don't forget to share your thought with us.
President-elect Bola Tinubu has called on the police to investigate the controversy that trails the Adamawa supplementary election.
Well, I've been a state actor at the federal level and also at the state level. In Ogun State, in Lagos State. I was a member of the Pioneer Security Board in Lagos State. So when I went to the federal level, it was possible for me to intervene and talk about what had been done in Lagos State. So the issue is this. The president-elect, which is, I'm trying to respond to the question you raised, that, okay, people are saying, where is the president-elect? It was also a question that was raised yesterday in Ojineka Okpe's segment. Yes. And I was saying, oh, there is freedom of movement. Yeah. Okay, you have brought it up again this morning. So can we break it down? The number one principle here is that once a man becomes president-elect of Nigeria or of any state, it becomes state property. At this moment, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, having been declared president-elect of Nigeria, is a property of the Nigerian state. That means I have nothing against people who say, oh, where is our president-elect? Where is our president-elect? Yesterday, on this same program, I made the point that a statement had been issued to say he was going for a rest.
Yes.
And rest.
And, you know, he would spend some time in France. He would then go to Saudi Arabia, where he would take part in, religious rites leading to the end of the Ramadan. The Ramadan is going to end maybe Saturday, a day from now. So Nigerians have the right to say, oh, where is our president-elect? The reason they have that right is that once you are declared president-elect, you become a property of the state. State security will follow you around. They will give you accommodation. You will receive briefings from the Nigerian Intelligence Agency, NIA, from DSS, and from other agencies. The only difference is that you cannot take decisions because there is a sitting president and you cannot have two presidents at a time. So the questions that people have raised, where is our president-elect? I hope that when Ramadan ends, that the president-elect of Nigeria will show up, knowing that he has to be on the ground to begin, to show that he's already preparing to take office. That's why even in traditional communities in Yoruba land, they have something they call Ikpebi. When they choose you as king-elect, they put you in seclusion. So Bola Ahmed Tinubu has to make himself available, right within the Nigerian territory, having rested, having gone for religious observations. So to that extent, I was making the point yesterday that there's freedom of movement. But the point about the security implications also must be stressed. What is the second leg of it? If I was a Bola Tinubu advisor, okay, I will argue in his favor to say that, look, in Africa, Africans are very funny people. When a man is made president-elect or even governor-elect, he will start, misbehaving in a manner that shows that he even wants to take over before the scheduled date. We went through it in 2015. Okay, maybe I shouldn't bring that up, but part of the problem was that there were persons in government in 2015 who thought that the Muhammadu Buhari team was overbearing. They were not willing to wait till May 29 to take over. They were all over the place. And that was a bit suffocating. Okay, so maybe what Bola Tinubu's handlers have done is to say, okay, remove yourself from the scene. Don't compete with the president. Wait till May 29 happens. But in that regard, I'm speculating. Now, to the third point, as to the statement that he has issued, it doesn't matter who issued the statement. Once the statement is issued in his name, it is his deed. Okay, in law, it says it's my deed, or it is not my deed. So it is his deed. And what has he said? He says there should be investigation of the process in Adamawa, not just investigation, a thorough investigation. And that's what all of us are asking for, a thorough investigation. The role of the resident electoral commissioner, the role of the security agencies, and it's a good thing that the head of civil defense has summoned the civil defense commandant in Adamawa to ask him, did you also play a role in this matter? So I think that thorough investigation is important, and that the president, as the appointing authority under the purview of Section 285, sub 1, of the 1999 Constitution, has a responsibility to look into the matter. So I don't agree with Alhaji Lai Mohammed saying the president is not going to interfere because he's not involved in INEC. No, that is not true. Alhaji Lai Mohammed is a lawyer. You should just look at the relevant provisions, Section 285, sub 1, and also Section 6, sub 3 of the Electoral Act 2022. So the appointing authority has a role to play in the matter. And part of the investigation that I believe Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu is asking for has to do with the role of that resident electoral commissioner, and also the role of other security agencies, and also of the political parties. And anybody who tries to perpetrate fraud should be dealt with. So it will be said that the president-elect is on all fours in terms of his submissions with the majority of Nigerians with regard to what happened in Adamawa. However, he raised another issue. He said it was peaceful, and he is pleased with that. Okay, that's what everybody said, that it was substantially peaceful, until a character called Yunusa Ari intervened and tried to derail the process in violation of the law, Section 64, 65, 66 of the Electoral Act 2022. Okay, let me leave that. What he has said is fine. He says everybody should work with him when he's sworn in. So it's a statesmanly statement. The only caveat there is that people are saying they want to see him. They don't want their president to be an unidentifiable flying object, an object that is missing in action. That is where the argument is. As for the governor of Adamawa State, who has now been re-elected, yes, he went to Abuja to collect the certificate of return. And there, well, after expressing his delight, he thanked the security agencies, particularly the military, for helping to save the situation. But he said he will personally prosecute and deal with Yunus Ari, the controversial resident electoral commissioner. Well, I hope that Amadou Fintiri has good advisors. If those advisors know what they are doing, they should tell him that, yes, the Constitution says he's the chief security officer, but the Constitution of Nigeria does not give any governor the powers of prosecution. So that's like speaking out of ignorance. It is the police, and the Inspector General of Police himself has taken steps to suspend that the police commissioner in that regard, and INEC has reported with regard to Yunusa Ari to the appointing authority, who is the president of Nigeria. So it's not the governor that will prosecute Adamawa Rec. It's not the governor that would worry about the police commissioner and whatever the police did. If he has grievances, if he has lawyers, they should tell him the place to go is the tribunal. Section 285 sub 1. So even having been declared winner, if he has any grievances, let him go to the tribunal.
Or he can do what INEC did and write to office of the president or write to the police
No,
inspector general.
all of those issues can be put in his petition or cross-petition to the tribunal, and they will be so determined. But the INEC has taken up the matter. The Inspector General of Police has taken up the matter. So a governor should not be saying, I will prosecute. He's not a policeman. He's been elected to be governor. He should read the Constitution and stay within the province of his functions.